I'm so tired I don't even want to move my mouth. It's like too much effort. Guys, I need coffee. I talked to this woman at work. You want to get depressed in your life? Talk to old people, okay? Because all they want to do is talk about their health problems. It's like, nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. Flying shit. She's telling me how she got diabetes. Listen, this woman, she used to love to drink. Do I gotta tell you? She'd run out the door on Friday. And it was like, I'm going to get my vodka. Okay, one of these broads. Filipino woman. So I don't even gotta tell you right now. Okay? Filipinos are on a level of drinking. Okay, cool. I mean, what is it? Racism at this point? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I've been around Filipino people. Okay? These people funnel a hard liquor. So, am I supposed to just ignore that fact? This is the problem with racism. Because it's like you go around other races and you observe certain things and you're like, listen, as a white person, right? And you're like, wow, look at how everybody does that. But of course, don't say that. No, you can't say that. I just want to live on an island somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I think that guy had it right. What was his name? The Godfather. What was his fucking name? Anyway. He lived on an island. I just want to Leonardo DiCaprio. I just want to live on an island. Are you kidding me? You got to get there with that airplane from Commando. With the pontoons on the bottom. Holy shit, though. Imagine bringing a chick to your island on the fucking pontoon boat. Wasn't it the pontoon boat that lifted Quint out of the water from an impending shark attack? The USS Indianapolis? What's that? You fell asleep? Guys, I need coffee, please. We got new neighbors out here. You know, the neighbor that smokes a bale of pot every hour on the hour? That's right. It doesn't. I walk out my door. I'm like, oh my god! It doesn't smell like downtown Compton anymore. Every time I'd walk out of the back of my house, I'd hear that West Coast whistle that they used to put in rap songs. You know, like. Like this is the type of weed that was coming over the fucking fence. I said, listen, all I would hear when I go outside, I'd hear him tapping his bowl. He'd have his bowl there. I hear him tapping it. He'd smoke out in the shed. You know how we come out here and do a show? He used to go out there and smoke enormous amounts of weed. That's right. Hey, listen, he had, a wife, a kid, and his grandfather. Or her father living in the house. So there you go. It's either weed or a noose, baby. What's it gonna be? Hey, listen. So next thing you know, they don't even tell us they're moving. I'm like, what kind of neighbors are these? Not that I give a shit. He didn't even say anything. Oh, I see two huge tractor trailers pull up. Then, and they're gone just like that. I said, what did they sell this house for? The house didn't even go up on the market. The house sold for like $600,000. Okay? If you saw this house, you wouldn't spend, I don't know. You wouldn't buy it. Who's got $600,000 for a house? I'd love to know this information. Guys, Whatever the fuck. Anyway, the new people come in and they start cutting down every piece of vegetation. I was like, just throw Agent Orange all over the place while you're at it. You ever have these people, they buy a house and they just ruin all in, like this guy had beautiful trees over here. Hack, hack, hack. Cut down every plant and bush and tree. Now it's just like a wasteland of a tundra. Oh, but he left one tree up, I forgot to mention. The tree that is knocking my fence over. That's right. Every time the wind blows, it goes. It's a vinyl fence. We have a thunderstorm. Every other tree gone, that tree's still there. And the tree that's looming over our recording studio here. That's right. We have an oak tree outside. I don't know, it's the rhoda tree. You could drive a Volkswagen through it. And it's leaning over my head right now. I wish it would fall! Anyhow. I always have dreams during like a major storm or something like that the tree will just like come down and crush the shed. And then I would look out the window and I would run to the cupboard and I'd olive oil my chest down and run outside and just be like, I'm free! I'm free! That's right. That's right. And I'd run down the block screaming. I'd run like Andre 2000. Bombs over Baghdad. Guys, there is nothing happening here. Go to Costco with your family. Oh, that's a great endeavor. Do something. Get out the Pine Sol. The cleaner. Get out the cleanser that does absolutely nothing, too, while we're at it. Anyhow, guys, what are you gonna fucking do? I go down in my basement this morning to get my camera. My camera that likes to fuck me tender constantly. I put the I take it off the charger. It turns on. I said, well, help. Excuse me, Mr. GoPro 10. I didn't ask you to. I didn't command you to turn on. Who's in charge here? And it's, oh, you came on automatically. Okay, I gotta take the battery out. Ting. That's right. It's like pulling the plug on RoboCop. I shut you off, and then I gotta plug you back in, and then I close the hatch, which I have to break my fingernail to close. That's right, and then I have to set you in my tripod and use the screw that I cross-threaded to reattach the camera. Hooking up my camera is a nightmare from hell. I'm like, why is it like this? How did this happen? You understand the series of events that had to lead to this? Anyway, once I get it mounted in the camera, it turns on again. Can't open the hatch to the battery trap because it's mounted in the mount. I gotta unscrew the cross-threaded mount. Then I gotta break my fingernail opening up the side of the hatch on the camera. And I gotta pull out the battery. I gotta count to 30 for some reason. This is like a habit that I got into with my father's first computer. Oh my God, it was a compact Presario. You understand? 200 megahertz. My father brought home a computer with 200 megahertz. I hopped on my bike like Paul Revere. I was riding through the neighborhood. 200 megahertz! They're like, what? Shut the fuck up! Like, they're eating breakfast. 200. The fuck you motherfuck, fuck you, bitch. 200. Ladies and gentlemen, 200 megahertz. Compact stereo. Dial-up connection. Guys, I didn't know what connecting to the internet was. All I knew is we had 200 megahertz. And it was the most exciting day of my life. I remember my buddy, Phil, had 180 megahertz. I was like, it was 150. Hewlett-Packard. The big model where the monitor would sit on top of the actual computer. Holy crimler. It was like a pancake compressor. What am I going to tell you? So it's like, I remember my father hooked it up, and from day one, he couldn't figure out how to use the computer. When you open up a computer, okay, you take the computer out and you connect everything, and then you lift up your box. You're like, Jesus, is there another computer in there? And then you look inside, and it's the instruction manual. And everybody with a right mind takes the instruction manual, and they're like, bang, 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 and chucks it right in the garbage. My father read the entire instruction manual and can practically recite it verbatim. I said, oh my God, we're in trouble here. My father could never figure out how to use this goddamn computer. He would threaten to throw it through the sliding glass door and get so frustrated, and then my mother would have to do whatever he was doing. And then, oh wow, good luck with that one. Let me tell you something right now. You ever want to have a mental breakdown that could put you into an institution? Watch your parents operate a computer. You know how you kneel down next to them, you're like, all right, Ma, just go to the eBay icon right there. And they're like, what? With the mouse, and you're like, what? Come on! Even the mouse, everybody knows how to work a mouse. I can't find the arrow, it's off the screen. No, it's on the side, just bring the mouse back a little bit. And it's like, whoop, bang, to the other side. You're like, no, Ma, come on, right in the middle somewhere. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And then you're like, hit enter. And they're like, space bar. You're like, no! I got to tell you something right now. I forgot what the fuck we're talking about. Computers. Why are we talking about computers? I don't know. My father got this fucking computer. And then, whatever. Somebody installed Duke Nukem on it. My sister's boyfriend came over and installed Duke Nukem. And I used to play Duke Nukem. It's a great game. That's right. Was I blown away? No, I really wanted to get on the internet so I could order a copy of Rondo of Blood. Ow! From Japan, baby! Bang me for $100! Why don't you, motherfuckers? That's why I never got it. Listen, I was going to put hydraulics on my car one time. You understand? But you can't order the hydraulic kit. It's a little Rider magazine, right? I used to sit down. I'm going to order a hydraulic kit. I remember I saved up $1,000 to buy it. You call up these places and you have to use Western Union, a wired, because there's so much, I guess, theft and grand larceny over there. You got to wire them money. So it's like, what is this? I never wired money before. So I was like, I didn't buy the hydraulics. There you go. Save me that embarrassment. Yeah. Nothing cooler than a guy with red hair and hydraulics. Yeah. I mean, bang, bang, bang. Hey, everybody, look at me. I don't know. Listen, I go downstairs to get this fucking camera. And I got news for you. My basement's turning into Jurassic Park. I'm not going to lie to you. I have a platoon of crickets down there that I don't know how long a cricket lives, but I swear I have crickets down there that are about 8 years old. I'm not even lying to you. They look like a walking jungle gym. And if you think I'm kidding you, I should take video. Number one, I've never seen crickets this big in my life. When they make the cricket sound, it's like somebody's playing like an upright bass. It's like. He's like, what do they rub their legs together? He's like, I'm like, oh, John Bonham's doing triplets on the bass drum? How about that? Down here. And then they go walking by and it's like, these fucking crickets, I'm going to tell you right now, they're spider crabs. I can hear they're like toenails hitting the floor. Like my dog. Anyhow, they scare the shit out of you. And then sometimes you shoo them. Like they're on my desk, of course. And I'm like, get out of here, get out of here. You shoo them and they jump right at you and you're like, ah. Listen, we all know a cricket is harmless. Okay? For all I know. Isn't it the what? Who's the asshole that told me that the daddy long legs was like the most poisonous spider alive, but its mouth is too small to bite you? I'm like, who made up this fucking story? I mean, give me a break. It's like one time I dated this girl, okay? And I remember the first time I went over her house, I met her father. And he was calling her, hey, Paz. I'm like, what? I guess that was his nickname for her. Hey, Paz, get me a bottle of water out of the fridge. Even though nobody drank bottled water back then. This is when I was like a teenager. So I remember we went to the bowling alley, and she had her own bowling ball. That shows you how hot this chick was. And on the bowling ball, it said Paz. And finally, I was like, I never questioned it before. I never asked her, what? I figured it's just a nickname. I said to her, what is Paz? And she goes, oh, it means piece of shit. I was like, oh, I see. Okay. I mean, needless to say, the sex was awesome. I mean, what sex isn't awesome when you're 17 years old? You want to explain that to me? Sex gets better with age. People don't believe that. I believe that to be true. I mean, if the fucking thing will go up. But I really think sex gets better with age. Because you're just at a point now where you're like, I don't know. Do 80-year-olds, I always think about this. Like, when do you stop having sex? Huh? I mean, can you imagine? I want you to picture for a second, like 2 80-year-olds going at it. I mean, holy schmackerel. I guess you got to bring in, it's all right. It's like an 85-year-old Italian guy. It's all right. No problem. He brings in the metal can of olive oil. Come on. All right, spread it a pussy. Whoopoosh, like olive oil everywhere. They got to lay down, I don't know, a tarpaulin? And, well, hey, listen. Wearing a wife beater. I'd love to wear a wife beater if my shoulders weren't so, horribly embarrassing. That's right. Listen, my shoulders look like if somebody took a meat cleaver and they were like, we'll have a piece of anterior deltoid. And they just cut off both sides. And I turn around and it looks like, I don't know, like a knife blade. Zero shoulders to speak of. It's highly embarrassing. Highly embarrassing. Like I took out my this is embarrassing too. While we're on the subject of embarrassment. My wife had like these pads for a brassiere. And I took the pads and I put them underneath my shirt, like on my shoulders. And I was looking in the mirror and I was like, God damn. I would listen to me. I was like, wow, what a difference. I felt like Sonny from The Godfather. Remember Sonny had the big fucking. He had, like, for his size, you know, he wasn't a big guy, but he had like big shoulders and they were hairy like a gorilla. Sonny Corleone. I walked around, I was like, wow. You just put them on and you feel like, yeah, let's go out somewhere, you know? Start some trouble. It's like when I was a young man, I had the Incredible Hulk muscles. You know, it was a gift I got for Christmas, greatest gift of all time. And you put these arms on, these rubber arms, and you inflate them, and you got muscles. Oh my God! As a kid, you put them on, you had those muscles. I had muscles. I had super strength now. And then I remember I went over to my aunt's house, and she's like. And we brought the muscles like I was going to wear them. And then my mother was like, put on the Hulk muscles. And I got all embarrassed. I was like, oh, I don't know. And my aunt's like, yeah, put on the Hulk muscles. Like, I can't. You know, like, I can't even do that. Anyhow. Where are those Hulk muscles now? They're just like deteriorating somewhere. They turn to liquid. Let's face it. That rubber from 1979? Are you kidding me? It's probably like 78, to be honest with you. I remember watching Incredible Hulk. Are you kidding me? On the show. This was like an incredible show. This was an incredible show. As a kid watching Incredible Hulk, I could still remember the episode where it was like a finale episode where like there was two Hulks, but one was like purple and one was blue, green, and they had to fight each other and they were getting electrocuted. I can't forget this. As a kid, I was like, holy shit! And my father was like laying down on it. My father would lay down on the living room floor with like a pillow, and he was probably like, you know, like. You know, one of those dad farts. I don't know. Listen, guys, what are we talking about? I go down in the basement. My wife has got the case of beers laying on the floor in the basement. I'm like, what the fuck is this? She went out and bought a case of beers. So we have them for when company comes over. I'm like, that's great. I'm sorry, she bought 2 cases. So I put one in the refrigerator. There's no room for the other one. So I was like, we're going to leave this out on the floor. It reminds me of when, listen, Christmas time, we go to my grandmother's. I had the weirdest relationship with my grandparents. I would see them twice a year. It was Easter and Christmas. It was so weird. Like when I hang out with my wife's family, they're up each other's colon almost every night. If they're not on the phone with each other, then we're at her mother's house. This is like family on cocaine. Did you take a white family and put everybody on cocaine? You have a Spanish family. Minus the beans. So I remember, I said, you don't leave beer out like this. You just don't. And my grandparents. Yeah, so you'd see them once a year. It was like, hi, present, goodbye. And then on Easter, hi, brunch, goodbye. Brunch, egg hunt, goodbye. It was the weirdest thing. So anyway, I remember my grandmother would say to my father, oh, Chicky, can I get you a beer? My father would be like, okay. Then she would go downstairs and she would come up with a Ballantine from like 1940 with a layer of dust on it that you could unscrew. It was like another cap on the beer. like with the pull top that you would see on a can of like tomato juice. And my father would be like, "Oh, thanks." And it was like, you would open it, there was no, it was just like, it sounded like the door opening on a Dracula's castle. Anyhow, then he would drink the beer, and inevitably my father would have a fucking headache the same night. And it was warm. Of course, it wasn't even refrigerated. Give me a break, for God's sakes. So then my father started bringing his own beers. Imagine BYOB, Grandma's house, on Christmas. You couldn't blame him. You couldn't fucking blame him. Listen, if the old man can't have a couple beers on Christmas, I mean, to hell with the whole holiday. 3 fucking kids? Where's my Christmas heroin? For God's sakes. If I had 3 kids, I'd be walking in with needles hanging out of my arms. All right. It's a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time. I think I just shit my pants. But that's okay. I'm on heroin. Nothing really matters. That's right. Nothing at all, 'cause I wanna be a part of it. I'm so fucking high. I imagine that's how it is. Never did heroin. You know why? Lemmy Kilmeister. He told me everybody he saw that did heroin died like a dog. So that's it. You steer clear. So, let that be a lesson for my son. No heroin, son. Okay? I always imagined I was going to do a video for my son, in case I prematurely drop dead, which I fully expect. No, it was going to be a video telling my son, like, how to conduct his life. You understand? And I want to make sure he gets a physical copy of it so he can go, hey, Dad, see ya. Hey, Mom, where's Dad's 401k that we were supposed to get? All right? So I can get a new skateboard. So, and can we send that piece of shit car to the scrapyard? That's what happens when you die. Like all your precious things that you think are so precious, when you die, they get sold off to, the lowest bidder. To be honest with you, they just want to get rid of the shit. The things you think were so valuable. Like my son will be like, Dad's PC Engine collection. I don't know. Get rid of this thing. $10. And you're in purgatory, screaming at the top of your lungs. The fucking collection. It took me 10 years to make that fucking collection. I'm going to send a thunder strike down there. That's when you make a tree fall on the house. That's it. You will it from purgatory. You just like to hold your breath and you turn into like one of those Dragon Ball guys. And then next thing you know, the tree slams into the house. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. It's like this Japanese prime minister, okay, that got taken out the other day. I got news for you right now. This I didn't know. In Japan, you couldn't have guns. Well, I kind of knew that. So I said to myself, this guy got shot with a homemade gun. Do you have any idea? I said, there's no way he didn't have this one coming. Sorry. I got news for you right now. If you're in a country where they don't allow guns and a guy builds a gun to kill you with, you did something shitty. I don't know if it warrants your assassination, but you did something shitty to somebody. And the guy that did it said it wasn't a political move. So I don't know what he did. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe his sister gave him a Hans Blowy. How about that? I don't know. So that's that. Let me tell you something right now. You know, not that we'd ever do this type of thing. You know, we don't condone it. But if you're an assassin, right? Holy shit, you got to have a case of swamp ass before you pull that trigger, huh? I mean, you want to talk about stressful? Yowzer. I'm telling you right now, if I apprehended that guy, I'd lean into him on the cop ride back to the station. I'd be like, tell me about the swamp ass. Tell me about it. It's true, right? Guy's like, you have no idea. I'm floating right now. All right, guys. Listen, you haven't figured out yet that there's nothing going on? I don't know. Callahan here? And we'll actually turn on the scanner today, which is nice. Reporting for duty. And just like that, we're scanning for crimes. I wear Bedhead 1000 shirts. I don't know if you're aware of that. Yeah. People say to me, why do you wear your own shirt? And I tell them, do you want me to turn your jaw into liquid? Guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. I tell you something. There's something in this life I will never do. Okay, it seems to be the trend these days to go into a bathroom and after you wash your hands, there's no more paper towels. Do you understand what I'm telling you right now? My pet peeve in life is air dryers. Okay, I refuse to use them. To me, there should be cameras on top of them, and they should be called the Let's Make You Look Silly machine. Because I never encountered an air dryer that actually dries your hands. And I love this joke that they write on the air dryer. Hold you. I'm talking, goddammit! There goes Rita. Like, rub your hands at a medium pace under the air. I'm like, what am I doing here? No. Give me a paper towel and a waste paper basket.
40, FedEx 1712 Eddie.
Shh. Goddamn mouth. There's this new trend. When you go into bathrooms, they have this Dyson Airblade hand dryer. Have you seen this? I gotta tell you right now, I get infuriated every time I see the goddamn thing. Number one, in order to put your hands in, it's like playing a game of Operation. It's like they have this slight little slot that you have to put your hands through. And then I love it. They have this like coating. It's an antibacterial coating. Yeah, my asshole. That never gets washed, that never gets cleaned. Okay? And this machine is already 5 years old. Is there a janitor on planet Earth that washes the Dyson Airblade machine? I don't think so. And if you don't believe me, take a look at the vents on the bottom. Look underneath a Dyson Airblade. Go for it. You're going to be horrified. It's green! It's green! And you want to see inside the machine? I have. This machine has set us back 50 years in sanitation. And then you sit there and you take your hands, you're like, oh God, they're dripping. Number one, your hands are dripping into something that is plug hardwired. 220. Hardwired, 220. And I'm dripping water all over it. That's right. Because no seals ever go bad. No, nothing ever leaks. Nothing will ever get to that 220. So you're like, okay, and now enter the hands. Whoa. Jeez. I just got the flu. It's almost impossible not to touch the edges of this Dyson hand dryer. It's disgusting. I pull my hands out of it. I want to wash them again. I said, I'll never use that motherfucker again. I'll never use it again. I don't know. You know, while we're on the subject of bowling balls, I mean, listen, one of the greatest things that ever happened in my life, okay, and I've talked about this before, but I don't give a shit. I'm talking about it again. Is I want to meet the motherfucker that shit in the hole of the bowling ball and then put it into service. Okay? Let me ask you a question. Do you drop a log outside and then did you pack it in with the spatula? So many questions. Or did he shit right into the hole? Which is a magnificent feat of, I don't know, bodily maneuvers. Guys, so the guy shit in a bowling ball, okay? Put it back out on the rack. And my friend's girlfriend, and this is how I know my life has been ordained by God. My buddy's girlfriend, who was a real fucking pain in the ass to begin with, sticks a finger right into the fucking shithole, her thumb. Oh my God, the shit goes right up the thumbnail. You'll never get it out. You'll never get it out today. Even to this day, she's eating like chicken wings, and she's like, oh, Jesus. And her husband's like, what's the matter? Like, I don't know. It's a long story. Yeah, there's still fecal matter up a fingernail from that. You kidding me? We know. So she ran to the bathroom with a shit thumb. She looked like she had that hitchhiker's thumb, but brown. Anyway, so how's your day going? Guys, you know, I get home from work on Sunday, and guys, I have a tradition on Sunday where I don't like to do shit. I don't know what it is about Sundays. And I come home, and I'm like, I want to have a little coffee, just relax a little bit. My wife, we gotta go to Sky Bounce. I'm like, what? Sky what? Sky Bounce. I'm like, what's Sky Bounce? It's like a place where kids jumping up and down on trampolines. The first thing in my head, I'm like, is there a bar there? What? Listen to me. Children's entertainment centers. Do you want to make money? Have a bar at this dump. I know it's a lot of red tape because there's children there. But for fuck's sake, you gotta make life worth living out there, people. So I'm like, Skybounce, I'm like, what is there, a birthday going on? No, I told him I'd take him. So I was like, all right, let's go to Skybounce. Now, let me explain to you. You go to one of these places. Number one, this place is tucked into an industrial area. I'm like, oh, this is where they keep Pittsburgh steel. There's like extruded iron I-beams coming out of a machine, or cherry hot. You're like, whoa, holy shit. And look at this. Wow, they're making the Boeing, the fucking stealth bomber over here. I had no idea. This is like in a secluded... There's like a guy in a machine shop working at like a press with a die cutter. Like, it's like... Boom, the big flywheel. cartoon. You're like, wow, this is where absolutely all industry is. Smokestacks coming out of the ground like fucking New Jersey. You ever drive through New Jersey? You're like, holy shit, this is where pollution starts. You could drive through New Jersey and say there's absolutely no ozone layer over this entire state. That you can bet the farm on. You drive through New Jersey, there's like smokestacks. You're like, this can't all be water vapor. Sorry. And it's like one of it's like a brown cloud coming out. You're like, I don't think water vapor is brown. Black plumes of smoke. It's the closest thing you can get to Blade Runner. The beginning of Blade Runner. There's fires shooting out of towers. I'm not kidding you. You drive through and you take your bottle of water and you're like, you drink your bottle of water and you go like this. Because a replicant just busted out your teeth. Remember that little kitchen? I said, look at this little kitchen he's got. He turns on the lights. It's like, I'm like, oh wow, light bulbs in the future. That's great. They run off a Tesla coil. It's like, and then, the thing I loved about that Blade Runner kitchen, like, his kitchen in there, is the fucking backsplash. Did you see the backsplash? I was like, wow, look at that. Now let me go over to my camera TV. Yeah, and tell it left 12. 19 up. I'm like, okay, this is the machine. It's following logic commands. And then he's like yelling at it. No, go over to the other side. And it knows how to do that too. I'm like, what is this? This is genius AI. You know? And I said, even in the future, you're an alcoholic. He pulls out the whiskey. What was it? It was like, wasn't it Johnny Walker from the future? What am I going to tell you? When are they going to issue that bottle? The Blade Runner bottle. Johnny Walker. Come on, get it together. Get it together. Another thing for these Dominicans to go crazy over. Are you kidding me? I love how my brother-in-law comes out with the Johnny Walker Blue. It's like the showcase showdown. He's like Vanna White. And this is the showcase showdown. It's like da 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 cha-chan, cha-chan. It's a box with a door on it. You understand? And it comes out, and the whole family's like, a hush. You understand? This is what we need. Blade Runner. Blade Runner Johnny Walker edition. So there you have it. Tap into a new demographic, Johnny Walker. Super nerds. Every super nerd alive would have a Blade Runner Johnny Walker bottle in their cabinet. Anyway, what? You just fell asleep? Guys, I'm here to tell you right now. So we finally get to this sky bounce. Okay? I go, number one, the parking lot is packed. I said, Jesus Christ, it's a Sunday. It's a Sunday, and we're late, of course. We're like an hour before the place closes. So, like, this is great. They're going to rake me over the coals. They're going to take my wallet and basically empty it out into their cash register. And then we're going to be there for 45 minutes. You go in there, and you got to get behind a computer. And it's like people at an airport buying their tickets or retrieving their tickets, those little computers. There's got to be 50 computers lined up so you could fill out liability contracts. I said, that's it, I'm out. As soon as I see this, I said that now as a father, I have to be on high alert. Because I said, this is the most dangerous place on planet Earth. I look around, you walk in, and it looks like American Gladiator. I'm not going to lie to you. They have the American Ninja Warrior ramps that you run and you jump up on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at that scary age where I still think I can do that kind of shit. But then as I go and I do it, my femur cracks in half. And then I'm on the floor screaming. And all the 5 and 6 year olds are pointing and laughing. And you're like, oh my God, I'm in a horror. This is Edgar Allan Poe of the modern age. And it's shrieking. Do you guys ever have cracked femur scream? Have you ever heard it? It's like the Predator. Okay? When he's cauterizing his arm. It's that kind of scream. Lions in Africa, they're like, holy shit. Do you guys hear that? Let's go back to sleep and let the women do all the work. Amen, brother. Hi, poor. So this lion's got the fucking life of Riley. Do I gotta tell you? Holy crin. Holy fucking crin. I basically say, I watch the way my wife works around the house. I say I'm basically like a fucking lion. She's running around. She's doing laundry. She's cooking. She's like, I don't know. She's stirring the sauce with a foot while she's folding clothes. I'm like, holy shit. This woman's got nonstop energy and testosterone. Let me tell you something. My wife gets more muscular as she gets older. I'm like, this is impossible. How is this even fucking possible? I'm looking at her the other day on the couch. My shoulders, my wife's got shoulders like Lawrence Taylor. You're gonna notice this like a lot of Spanish women. They have incredible shoulders. This is one of the things that attracted me to her. For her size, she's got like softballs. And one of my favorite things to do is to massage her shoulders. I don't know why. It's like something I don't have. Maybe I'll catch through osmosis. And I massage her shoulders. Like she has rounded, like the back of her shoulders, there's muscle there. Like I touch the back of my shoulders, I get like a paper cut. I said, holy mackerel, this is awesome. And I just pray to God, like my son came out looking like me. He came out looking like Richie Rich. All right, I was fully expecting like a brown baby with curly hair, you know, and bad credit. No, listen, we're joking around here. We tell jokes. But anyway, my son came out with red hair and like freckles. I'm like, what the fuck? Who is this, Alfred E. Newman? I was like, honey, did you fuck Alfred E. Newman by chance? Anyhow, they put him in the incubator. And I'm like, holy shit. I had a guy at work, every time he would tell you a joke, he'd stick his tongue out. So Jess, and he looked exactly like Donald Trump. It just was the craziest thing. He looked just like Donald Trump, and this is when Donald Trump got elected. I was like, you can quit your job. This guy could have been a Donald Trump impersonator. And he'd come up to you and he'd be like, you know, like, hey, nicest guy, I miss him so much. He goes, hey, Jess, looks like you got your shit kickers on. And his tongue would come out like a little serpente. And I'd be like, you'd look at his tongue and you'd have to laugh every time. That little tongue would come out. You know? He'd be like, you know, hey, what happened last night? How many women did you sleep with? Don't get me wrong, the guy was creepy as fuck. Okay? And he used to have a side business where he drove a bus where kids could do gymnastics on it. So it was called the tumble bus. So he'd drive to your house. The guy looked like he was in shape when he was young. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like in the 80s, he had the cut-off shirt with the abs sticking out. Remember that look? And the short shorts and the high gym socks and the fucking Sauconys on. You know, he's like headband, this type of thing. Striper shirt. Nah, not striper. We got to go way back. You know, like a real rock and roller, just like getting laid. He used to tell me how he was a bartender. He'd get laid left and right. I never had that lifestyle. I was getting laid left and right. Yeah, listen, I had a bachelor pad, so I got my share. But I mean, some guys really got laid. But he used to say when he was a bartender, he'd go in and like he'd take a chick out to the parking lot and maybe get a Hans Blowy. And then bang, he was back in working the bar. Like, how do these guys shake that thing? Anyhow. And then he'd be like he'd be like 3 a night. 3 a night. And I said, holy shit, though. If you're young and good looking and you get a job like a bartender job, this is like, it's great. You're around drunk broads all day. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? And you're good looking. I remember we went to this lifeguard bar. It was a lifeguard. And the guy behind the cat, he was a lifeguard, like blonde hair, you know what I mean? Like surfer guy, you know, like lifeguard, swimmer's body, tan, always with the coral, the white coral. You know, things. It's like mandatory as a lifeguard. You become a lifeguard, and they're all standing around in hoods. It's like, oh, to the part of the Santos, this and that and the other thing. And they come up to you and they put the coral necklace around your neck. You have to wear this for your entire career as a lifeguard. Oh, don't you just love it? A couple of taps on the cowbell and you are ordained. It's like every lifeguard has to have that. Anyhow, I'd be the worst lifeguard on planet Earth. Number one, I can't swim. Number two, I have like a hitch. You know how some catchers, when they catch the baseball, they're like, check, 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 and then throw the ball? This is like a complete mental thing. I'd be on like, somebody's drowning. I think they can make it. It's a little chilly out, to be honest. If I'm a lifeguard, that's where I draw the line. If it's chilly out, I ain't going in the water. You're gonna drown. So it's like, and you're like, toot, 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 toot. Toot, 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 toot. I don't know. And then you're like, they're like, listen, Jess, you gotta go in. You gotta get them. They're drowning. And you're like, oh, okay. You're like, jump off the lifeguard chair. I would probably jump off the lifeguard chair and twist my ankle. That's the end of that. And then they'd have to use the stretcher for me instead of the person drowning. Anyhow, we go into this sky bounce place, and I gotta tell you right now, I think the guy that designed this place, that owns the place, does knee surgeries for a living, and things are slow. He's like, hey guys, listen. My wife wants the Porsche Pan America. Yes, she wants the most ridiculous looking Porsche on planet Earth. It's a 4-door Porsche. That's right. Guys, the fucking thing's like 120 grand. On top of being the most ridiculous car ever made, it's 120 grand. So we got to get these knee surgeries popping. One guy's like, hey, I'll hire this Italian guy. He's got a crowbar. He can go around town at night just breaking people's knees out. You're like, yeah. You know what? That's pretty good. He's like, I got a better idea. It's called Sky Bounce. Everybody crowds in. We'll build it in the industrial area where nobody can see. The kids go in there and they jump on trampolines. You understand? Trampolines that can send them 30 feet into the air. And then they fall down in a foam pit. We got a foam pit there. They can do like somersaults and this types of thing. Well, I got a back orthopedist, so we're working on ways to completely destroy their back. Maybe a lifelike deadlifting station. That's right, because that's a great way to destroy your back. Young people out there, you want hurt backs? Start deadlifting. You can start there. Do you know that the only end to a powerlifter deadlifter is a hurt back? This is what you're striving for. Because let's face it, somebody that deadlifts, they want to lift heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier until you hurt your back. It's inevitable. Do you understand? Because the human structure can only lift so much. So, you know how you know your limit in deadlifting? You hurt your back. And you know what it's like to hurt your back when you're lifting 890 pounds? Anyhow, my son's jumping. Number one, I'm going to tell you something right now. My son has the athleticism of Stephen Hawking. Okay? So naturally, there are other phenom kids there. This is one kid, he's doing backflips, he's doing forward flips. It's like, okay, we know your parents hate you and they bring you to Sky Zone every other day because they're trying to get rid of you. They usher this kid through the door. You know some of the kids that live at these places? It's like, okay, hi, hey, hot shot. Oh, congratulations. Good for you. Yes. You're a super athlete. Now let me see you do it without the fucking trampoline. I love that they have a basketball court that's basically a big trampoline so everybody can slam dunk. Oh my God, I can record this game. And they have squads of people that go on and play games. They're adult men. And they go in there and they're playing serious basketball. But they can all slam dunk now. They all think they're Michael Jordan. You have to see the chests puffed out. I was like, you just slam dunked. And the hoop isn't even 10 feet. It looks like it's 8.5. You're jumping on a trampoline to slam dunk a basketball. You're the loser from Loserville. Let's not get it confused. These are grown men. I was like, these guys could pay $39 to come in here and play a game of basketball? And it's jam-packed. This is the equivalent of playing Guitar Hero and thinking you know how to play the guitar. So my son is running and jumping into this foam pit. And I got news for you right now. Every once in a while, there's all these trampolines. They would jump on it, and it was hilarious. One of the trampolines was kind of slack. So as soon as you hit it, it would go like you would jump on it. It's like a slack. You jump on it expecting that rebound, and it'd go like this. And all you could see is like, this is the spot where they blow out all the ACLs. So I have my eyes focused on this. I should have recorded it. It was hilarious. I pulled my son aside. I said, stay away from that square right there. Okay? Because I don't know if our insurance will cover this. Anyhow, then he wants to go to the arcade. I'm done with arcade. Listen, I can't go to a modern arcade. Do you understand? This is not a retro arcade. The games there are ridiculous. There's not one game there that I want to play. There's not one there that I'd even think about playing. So just to skip that whole bullshit thing. And then we go to get a water. And I mean, what am I going to tell you? They got hot pretzels spinning. Listen, I got news for you right now. I see a soft pretzel. It's one of my favorite things of all time. If I'm going to tell you right now. There's some vanilla soft served ice cream and a hot pretzel. I can't say no. I said, give me a fucking pretzel. I got news for you. This was the most horrendous pretzel I ever had in my life. I said, okay, I get it. Skybounce doesn't exactly have a kitchen. Okay, I didn't exactly think Gretchen was making homemade pretzels back there. But for Christ's sakes, you could crack the fillings out of your teeth on this thing. It was like a dog's chew toy. But I ate the whole fucking thing, right down to the last grain of salt. Guys, do you want to do something with your fucking lives here? I don't know how far. We're an hour in. So what are we going to do here today? And I thought about this the other day, and I said, Jesus Christ, how come it hasn't happened yet? One of the most fantastical games that I ever saw for the Super Nintendo. I remember my friend had it. He had Final Fantasy II, this game, and John Madden Football. That's what we started out with. And ladies and gentlemen, this game absolutely blew me away, and it was my introduction to the spectacularness of the Super Nintendo. Without further ado, Actraiser! Picture time! All I need is a controller. Tap into the Edison line. Pipe through the Sansui 1010. Charging atomic batteries. Kill lights of attrition. And move you into prime time position. Guys, what makes this game special is so many firsts. So many firsts. The music. The horns. Nothing's working. I haven't played Actraiser since it came out. And let's face it, when did it come out? 92? 93? Okay, listen. Here we go. I could just remember that opening music. Dun 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 dun. SNES, baby. It's right here, baby. Drums, horns, and the Mode 7 scaling? Oh my god, Actraiser is where it's at! 1991! Oh my god. This is too much. Yes. Yes. Very, very Rondo of Blood-esque. Oh, come on. Yes, we get it. Look, parallax, come on. All right. To move, to fight. Okay. No, let's get started. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's right, we can pick where we go. Oh, look at this. We're nestled in right here. No! How do you pick? Start? No. Oh, okay, here we go. Look at this. This is unbelievable. There's a place of worship right here, right? All right, let's go right here. Right here. This is a nice spot. Okay. Guys, what the fuck am I doing? Down. Oh, do we have to do it over the thing here? What the fuck is going on here? Alright, how do I land the fucking ship? Alright guys, this was a huge failure. I don't know what to tell you. I can't land the fucking thing. Oh, there it is. Alright, we gotta do something else. Don't worry, God is gonna help us. Here we go. Da-dow! Let's see what God has brought to the table. Oh, Chemco game. They brought us a Draken. All right. Can we get started here? Ay. What is this? Kid Clown and Crazy Chaos? Ay. 1994. Oh no. Oh my god. Wow, look at those graphics. What's this guy, a saboteur? Oh shit. We gotta stop that from happening? Thank you. Oh shit. Oh damn it. This is an interesting game. Okay. All the while the fuse is burning, right? Alright, here we go. And all of this stuff takes a shitload of time. I gotta say, these are sensational graphics. Alright, come on. What the fuck is going on here? We gotta defuse this bomb. How do I get back over there? Oh, shit! Oh, come on, I jumped. Alright, there's our fuse again. I think I'm hitting every obstacle known to man. I'm gonna defuse this bomb. You watch. Yep. Nope. Not today. Oh. Come on! This game sucks. Oh my god. So everything is designed to slow you down. Oh my god. So why get coins? Why get coins if they're gonna penalize you? Oh, give me a break. What a disappointing show. Listen, my deepest apologies. Honestly. Guys, do you realize you just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization? And you better believe that. With a 4K face! We'll see you next time. Guys, we got a screaming hit show on Patreon. Did you know? You have no idea. This is my email address. Don't sit there and lie to me and tell me you don't have problems. You do have problems. Email me. Put advices in the header, and we're going to give you wonderful advices, just like this. I'll shit in a bucket. It's about 110s having a big pillow fight. You're like, girls, come on. It's Hans Blowy time. Line up. Buddies. Right off the cowbell, I heard it. I don't even have to review the tape. What's that? You want to do squats in a cucumber garden? Hey, listen, guys. I mean, move over. My email address, all right? I know you got tremendous problems. I'm looking in your living room right now. Whoa. Holy shit. Is it plastic on the couch? For the love of Christ! In 2022? Get in touch. I'll solve all your problems, just like that. Patreons, I want to tell you how grateful I am especially now with YouTube. You know, I don't know how I had steadily climbing subscribers until about 3 months ago, and my subscribership have stayed still for 3 months. Explain it to me. I mean, didn't go down, didn't go up. Stayed still. I don't know. Do me a favor, YouTube. Do me a favor. Just take only one fist up my ass, please. I can't handle two. So, Patreons, you guys are the reason why this show continues to go, and I just want to tell you how grateful I am for that. We'll see you guys next time.